Self-confidence is defined as a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Self-confidence is your belief in yourself and your abilities. As a student with low self-confidence, you may find that negative or disappointing experience affect how you feel about yourself. This can cause a cycle of negative thinking. For example, if you receive low mark in a test, you may think, what else could I expect? I'm just stupid. I'm not good enough. If you have healthy self-confidence and receive a low mark in the test, you may think, I wonder where I went wrong. I will find out so that I can do better next time. Although you may feel disappointed by the low mark, but you won't feel diminished as a person. Low self-confidence can result in communication difficulty, shyness, social anxiety, shame, sadness. In this video, I'm going to explain 5 ways students can improve their self-confidence. Number 1, know who you are. Getting to know who you truly are is a requirement to attain self-confidence. You need to have a self-talk. You need to spend time alone. You need to try and discover your likes and dislikes. What do you love doing? What is or are your talents? Everybody has a talent. There is something that you love doing and you do with ease and happiness. Your innate ability is your talent. If you haven't identified it or them yet, then it means it's time to look inward and locate it. It is somewhere there. Growing up, I had no one to motivate and challenge me towards understanding who I am truly. But when I found myself in the teaching profession, I realized I have this talent that has to do with counseling and motivating the young minds. The level of appreciation received gave me this fulfillment, and I'm convinced this is my calling. When you figure out your talent and who you are, your level of self-confidence is bound to snowball. Number 2, surround yourself with positive people. Have you taken time to assess your friends, your playmates? Are you confident when you are with them? Do they create an environment where you feel confident? Are they the people that encourage you? How often do they tell you to focus on your goal? Do they speak positivity or negativity into your life? Note that whoever you surround yourself with is who you will become. If your friends are those that abscond from classes, or they're the ones that play while the teacher explains, or the ones that copy answers to assignment from another student, if their words and actions are colored with negativity, I'm afraid you will also build your life in the same direction. You'll never want to try anything. You always think you're not good enough. You will not have reason to push yourself. It is difficult to fly with eagles when you have been walking with turtles. It is time to change your circle of friends. On the other hand, if your friends are the determined, focused, goal-getters, and self-motivated ones, truly, you will definitely be challenged in the same direction. To be of good quality, you have to excuse yourself from the presence of shallow and callow-minded persons. Number 3, ignore what other people think of you or will say. Oftentimes, we base our actions on the comments of people. We think more of what other people will say or what we perceive other people think of us. These, to a large extent, do affect our level of self confidence. This is quite common among the younger ones. Sometimes your classmate may say some nasty words to you, and you look at yourself, and your next actions is to look for a place to cry and immerse yourself in your tears. This is because you're not confident enough. People may not like you, and you feel unhappy. You will never be happy if you constantly worry about what other people think about you. Listen, true happiness is when you like you. It is true you cannot control what other people say or think, but you can control how you perceive or react to it. Listen, you need to build a kind of defense mechanism against nasty words. You may hear them, but don't listen to them. I'm not saying you shouldn't have regard for other people's opinion. If it is a constructive criticism, you will know. In fact, take this criticism and make necessary adjustments. Ignore nasty words and use the criticism to better you. Number 4, stop comparing yourself to other people. Many people compare themselves to the images on the internet, Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Many underperforming students also compare themselves to the brilliant ones in the classroom. I know many of you can relate to this. Social comparison theory explains that making comparison is natural, but it is not likely to boost your confidence. Specifically, comparison often leads to envy. When you compare yourself to the other students, you often experience envy. The more you envy, the worse you feel about yourself. You have to remind yourself that everyone is running their own race. Don't compare and be envious of that student that comes first in your class. Rather, remember your own strength, appreciate it, and celebrate your own little successes. As a student, rather than comparing yourself to that brilliant student, set a goal for yourself, perhaps at the beginning of the term, and take necessary actions towards achieving your goal. If you are an average student that scores 50%, setting a goal over 90% is possible if the determination is solid. Perhaps at the end of the term, you attained a 70 or 75 or even a 60. It is an improvement. Focus on your own personal improvement rather than focusing on the lives of others. Number 5, practice positive self talk. Negative self talk can worsen your self confidence. When you say words like, "It's impossible," "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," "It's too difficult," "This is too hard," "I'm not smart enough," you often convince your mind, your subconscious, that you are indeed what you are. What you say you are. Indeed, if you don't think you can do something, you won't even try. If you believe you can do something, then you will find a way. The mind is a powerful tool. If you feed it with this garbage, then be assured you won't move forward in life. Self-talk that is positive can help you overcome self-doubt. Whenever these bugs start forming in your subconscious, find a way to debug them by turning the thoughts into positive self-talk. Turn your impossible to "I'm possible." your I can't do this to let me try this. Change your I can't do anything right to I can do better next time. At least I'm learning. At least I learned something. You have to believe in yourself. You have the ability to do whatever it is you set your mind to. It is important to note that training yourself to be self confident is a worthy task that you must never shy away from. If you attain appreciable level of self-confidence, you will have greater freedom from social anxiety. You will gain energy and motivation to take actions. You will become more fearless and less anxious. You will reduce negative thoughts and exhibit more positive attitude. You will have power to influence others. You will feel valued and happy. And as a student, your academic goals will become achievable.